Have you ever wondered how the world would look today if the Second World War had never happened? It was a time of turmoil, with the Allies and Axis powers at the heart of the conflict. The Allies, made up of nations like the United States, United Kingdom and Soviet Union, stood against the Axis powers including Germany, Italy and Japan. What led to this monumental clash? A complex web of treaties, political maneuvering and escalating aggression. With tensions rising globally, the stage was set for a conflict of unprecedented scale. In the late summer of 1939, the world held its breath as Germany invaded Poland. This bold action marked the start of a global conflict that would reshape history. Poland, caught in the crossfire, was the first victim of Hitler's expansionist ambitions, a brutal showcase of the Blitzkrieg, or lightning war strategy. The world watched in disbelief, but the invasion of Poland was a wake-up call. Britain and France, alarmed by this blatant disregard for national sovereignty, declared war on Germany. This signaled the beginning of the Allies and Axis powers' colossal clash. While all this was unfolding in the West, the Soviet Union launched an attack on Finland in the East. This lesser-known conflict, known as the Winter War, highlighted the Soviets' territorial ambitions and added another layer to the escalating global conflict. As 1939 turned into 1940, the world was at war. A conflict that would test humanity's resilience, courage, and determination to uphold freedom and justice. The year 1940 saw the war spread across Europe and beyond. This expansion began with a swift and ruthless invasion of Denmark and Norway. The military might of the Axis powers was on full display as they overpowered the resistance with relative ease. Meanwhile, the skies over Britain became the stage for an epic aerial conflict known as the Battle of Britain. The Royal Air Force showed remarkable resilience and courage, defending their homeland against a relentless onslaught from the Luftwaffe. On the home front, the Blitz began, a campaign of devastating bombing raids on major British cities. Every night was filled with the roar of engines, the whistling of bombs and the thunder of explosions. In the Mediterranean, Italy threw its hat into the ring, declaring war on the Allies. This opened a new front as the Axis powers launched an invasion of North Africa. As 1941 approached, the war had become truly global. 1941 and 1942 were years of significant turning points. Indeed, the chessboard of the Second World War was drastically rearranged during this time. The invasion of the Soviet Union by Germany, dubbed Operation Barbarossa, marked a key shift in the war's dynamics. This audacious move stunned the world and triggered a brutal conflict on the Eastern Front. While the Eastern Front was ablaze, another crucial event unfolded across the world. The United States, initially reluctant to join the fray, was jolted into action by the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. This event led to the United States' entry into the war, altering the balance of power. Key battles occurred during this period that would change the course of the war. Notably, the Battle of Stalingrad, a gruesome contest of attrition, and the Battle of Midway, a pivotal naval confrontation in the Pacific. These battles symbolized the resilience and determination of the Allies. As 1943 dawned, the tide of the war was beginning to turn. 1944 and 1945 saw the final, brutal stages of the war. The world held its breath as D-Day unfolded, a pivotal moment where the Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy in an audacious offensive that marked the beginning of the end. As forces pushed inwards, the liberation of concentration camps began, revealing the horrors that had been concealed behind their walls. A chilling testament to humanity's capacity for darkness. Then, in a desperate bid to hasten the end of the war, the unthinkable occurred. Atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, demonstrating a terrifying new power that would forever alter the course of warfare. Finally, the surrender of Germany and Japan marked the cessation of the bloodiest conflict in human history. The world had changed irrevocably, and the echoes of the war can still be felt today. It's a stark reminder of our past, and a sobering lesson for our future. The Second World War was a conflict of unimaginable scale and consequence. It began with provocation, escalated rapidly, and expanded across continents. Turning points reshaped the course of events, leading to a conclusion that forever changed our world. The war's end marked not just a cessation of conflict, but the dawn of a new era. As we remember these events, we must continue to learn from history, striving for a world of peace and understanding.